Today on Outer Bounds, we'll be taking a deep dive into Nico's Nextbots. We'll be covering some interesting facts as well as some hidden secrets you may not have known about, as well as taking a look at many things that players would not be able to see normally, including the backroom layouts, the Nextbots, their properties, and so much more. So before we start this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. So when you first enter the game, you'll either be playing in first person or third person depending on what option you chose on the title screen. You'll notice that there are other players. This is because it is a multiplayer experience, or you could opt out to play on your own private server solo. The object of the game seems to be to find the backrooms while also evading the Nextbots roaming around the area. They seem to chase whoever is the closest player and will change targets if another player gets close. When a Nextbot gets close enough to you, they'll bring your HP down to 0 and ragdoll you. Now, an interesting thing I noticed is that the Nextbots are able to fling you around while ragdolled, which is pretty funny to be honest. Once you die, you'll be able to respawn and try again. The Nextbots will automatically target you, making it almost impossible to escape. Unless, of course, you use the speed jump mechanic or glitch. I'm really unsure what to call it. Once you reach the backrooms, the game does not end, as there are also Nextbots patrolling that area as well, which will kill you if you touch them. So, let's actually look at the layout of the entire map. When you load it up, you'll notice the sky is extremely dark and it's hard to see anything really. But if you get rid of all the light modifiers, then you'll notice it's much easier to see everything and less scary too. There are currently 7 different spawn points. This spawn point spawns you in the lowest level of the car garage. This one spawns you here too. This one spawns you in the supply closet with a vent. This one spawns you next to this radio and a switch you can use to close a certain door. This one spawns you next to a radio as well. This one spawns you in a supply closet without a vent. And lastly, this one spawns you next to a safe room. Now, one thing I did find interesting is that there are these vents that you can crawl into. You'll notice it's very bright in here. Normally it's pitch black, and the only way to see inside is by using your flashlight. It doesn't really take you anywhere interesting, just back to the spawn point. Now, in order to reach the back rooms, you'll want to interact with an elevator, but not just any elevator will work. It has to be the one on the 2nd floor of the parking garage. When you interact with it, it'll play a ding sound and teleport you. Once you reach the back rooms, there's not really much to do. Now, what I'm pretty sure most of you watching have been waiting for, can you escape the back rooms? Well, once you remove the ceiling to the area, you'll notice that there seems to be no exit. There are 3 elevators in the back rooms, but interacting with these will only bring you back to the elevator from the car garage. All you can really do here is run around until you die from one of those 3 Nextbots. This means there really isn't a way to win the game, meaning the main objective is just to evade the Nextbots for as long as possible. One thing I did want to mention is that there are these random city buildings outside of the map that have been hollowed out. I'm not really sure what the purpose of these were, but I thought I should point it out nonetheless. Perhaps it's for a main menu screen or something. Now, there are a couple of spots in the map that you may have seen and thought, well, what if I could get through this barrier? Could you possibly escape? Well, no. As you can see, it's actually just empty space. The only thing that will happen is you could jump out and onto the base plate, but that's really it. The same with this blocked off escalator. If you were to climb it, you'll notice that there is just nothing. Now, let's get into the Nextbots. As far as I'm aware, their behavior does not differ from one another, but they do have their own theme music. So, first we have Bateman. This is what his theme sounds like.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid? Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid?
Now we have Delgado. For some reason, his theme music wasn't working, like many of them, which I'm really unsure why this is, but nonetheless, they don't have any theme music for this video. Here is Nerd. Now we have Obunga. Here's his theme music.
Hello, this is your former president Barack Obama, and I just want to tell you I know how to beatbox with a little bit of
Yeah, he's a pretty good beatboxer. This is Quandy. This is Speed. Lastly, this is Yoshi. So, let me know what you all thought about this video down in the comments, and if you have any other suggestions of games I should take a deep dive into, let me know. It's been a pleasure, and thank you so much for watching. See you all on the next video.